Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Sky, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, obviously. By the way, you're texting me right now, and I know I should tell you, like, stop texting me, I have to do something, but anywho. So, hopefully you're watching this on the right day. You turn 17 today. 17 is a big number, and I mean, it took you long enough. I've been waiting for 3 months for you to catch up to me. Anywho, I want to talk about some of your gifts. So if you have them with you, that'd be great. Pause the video and go get them. Okay. Pause. Anywho, so first you have the first thing I made, which is the oil pastel. Yes, that's oil pastel. Please don't smudge it. I mean, do whatever you want. But you have the oil pastel of, like, me with green hair, you making the really weird goat face. I think it's a goat face. That was the first thing I was going to do. Funny thing about that, I know, it's a very mediocre piece, but I sketched that photorealistic, everything, because, you know, it's my lock screen. It was perfection. I spent 2 weeks sketching that, and I text you, and I shouldn't have done anything to it. I should have just left it alone. But I text you. I'm like, hey, so what's better, color or black and white? And you said, oh, it depends on the art form and, like, all this stuff. And at the end, I'm like, well, what if I ruin the art? And you're just like, you can't ruin art. It's art. I'm like, okay, so color or somehow either you said something and I decided, okay, this needs to be colored. So first, I'm like, colored pencils. Get out my colored pencils. It's like drawing with crayon. They were really cheap, awful colored pencils. I'm like, ew. And then I'm like, okay, what if I paint it? It's on really thick paper. I can paint it. I lost $40 worth of really expensive paint. So now all I have are these little tiny tubes that are like $5. I'm like, let's try this. I ruined the sketch, completely ruined it. And so I had to resketch it. But it just wasn't as good as the first time. Like, oil pastels. I'm a genius. And obviously the oil pastels didn't come out as well. I'm not as skilled as I used to be, but it's an art form. It's like smudge art, grungy, raw. I don't know. I think it's cute. If you don't, yeah. Moving along, you have your painting now of space. I already had the idea of I was going to put the little URL on the back of the painting and be really like, ha-ha, surprise, surprise within a surprise. But I didn't know what to paint you. And I had already written the URL and everything, and I thought, I'll just find the paints. I still haven't found the paints. It's like 5 days till my birthday. I still haven't found the paints, so whatever. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what's his favorite thing? So I'm looking around, and I keep asking, like, non-discreetly, hey, what's your favorite thing? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna choose space. I like space. I think I could do some cool concept work with space. Space it is. A few days later, I asked him, like, hey, so do you like space? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, would you say it's your favorite thing? You wouldn't tell me. Hopefully it's close to one of your favorite, maybe in the top 25. I don't know. So again, had to draw that, paint that with $5 paints that I'm really not used to using. I'm used to very expensive heavy-duty paint. I'm sorry. I definitely would have looked a lot better with good paint, but I like it. I think it turned out good. So, and plus when you flip it around, it has like the mountains and the trees. I thought that was cute, and it has this URL. Slide up to the next thing. You have the book. The book, I promised you, sadly this isn't a surprise, you knew it was coming, but I couldn't have you read the book. I had to beg both my parents to buy it for me. It's my money, I just needed to use their credit card. Anywho, now you slide over to the Pop Rocks. Yes, Pop Rocks. I think we all know what those are for. I really hope you haven't ate them yet, because oh my god, I went to 4 different stores, Sky. 4 different stores trying to find those damn Pop Rocks. Yes, QFC was one of them. Gas stations didn't have them. This didn't have them. That didn't have them. No one had Pop Rocks. And so, finally went to Young's Deli and they were paparazziing me. Thank God. And so I think that's the end. What else do I have for you? I have a little speech, a little spiel. I'm gonna keep it under 5 minutes, hopefully. But and afterwards, after the speech, there is another gift. So I'm sorry, honey, but you have to listen to it. I've known you for roughly 5 years. I don't really know exactly when I met you, but I know it was a little after your birthday, a little before your birthday, somewhere after January when it was still winter and dark out. So, I'm having a really hard time. I've memorized the speech. I've gone over it in my head hundreds of times trying to figure out what I was going to say to you because, I mean, you're my best friend. I have to say something, you know, about your character, about how amazing and impressed and proud I am of you. I'm just having a really hard time. So I hope this isn't lame. Sometimes I'm thinking about it, I'm like, why him? Out of all the human beings out there, why him? And I just know, and I can talk about it for a good 10 minutes, just why you are the best, most amazing, phenomenal person. And then, or sometimes you'll do something like that right there, that what you just did, that is why. I mean, it's one of the reasons why. That just shows why you are who you are and why I love you. But the last few days, maybe I'm just scared. Like I have stage fright. So but we both have changed a lot since 7th grade. And I know I say this on all your yearbooks and your birthday cards and everything, but I believe that you are going to go so far in life. And that's not just like the cheesy, you're gonna go far in life, because I don't know what else to say. Like, honestly, I have so much faith in who you're going to be. You are already an amazing teenager. And you are going to be an even more amazing adult, because I know you're going to keep changing and you're going to keep working for the better, because that's what you've done. I'm playing with plastic. In the 5 years that I've known you, you're 17, you've just continually changed to be a better and better and better person. And I respect that. That's really hard. I don't know if you're doing it subconsciously or if you really mean to, but if you're doing it subconsciously, like, kudos, like, wow. But, you are hilarious. Some people might see it as annoyance. I see it as the highlight of my day. Interpretive dancing, your random yelling and singing, how you can literally never sit still. I love it. The amount of energy and just enthusiasm that is fit into that not tiny, you're really tall, lean body. I'm like, where does it all where does it all go? You're so, at least to me, you're always there for me. I don't know if you're always there for everyone, but you're always there for me. I know in the past I haven't always been the best block of sunshine. Freshman year was rough. Middle school was rough. I was extremely clingy. But you put up with my bullshit. And I can't say that for a lot of people. And it means a lot to me. I really appreciate that you have put up with me for 5 years. Because I am perfect. But I haven't always been easy to deal with. We've been through a lot in these 5 years. I mean, you almost moved to Minnesota? Yes, Minnesota. I was for a second like Illinois, Minnesota. You almost moved to Minnesota. My dad was crazy. in middle school, my dad was very, very crazy. I'm glad he's not as crazy as he used to be, and you helped me get through a lot of that. And we've gone through family trying to get in between us, friends trying to get in between us. You actually left for a couple months at one point in time. We're still friends. We've had girlfriends on both sides trying to get in between us. We've had fights, arguments. We've had, God, even our relationships of dabbling that we do has tried to get in the way of that. But we're still so tightly bonded that I feel like if we can get through high school together and we can survive and be friends up until senior year, we're going to be friends for life. As long as you want me in your life, there's no way we could not possibly be friends for life, because I don't, like, that's what, 6-7 years of being friends? There's no way. Like, we have gone through some deep, troubling stuff. And some really good stuff. Like, oh my god, I remember the rocks with Lucas. Do you remember that? I remember that. And, like, you guys making me laugh so hard that I would choke and, like, spit things everywhere. And, Oaks Park, we just went to that last summer. The Grotto, Canada's a good and bad thing, but, just all these wonderful, fun things that we've done together, and all these hard things we've done together, and like I said, I think that just makes us stronger. And I think when you're an adult, you are going to be the best adult. I can't imagine a cooler adult than Skylar Maxwell Black, because you're already so good, and I wish I could tell you why. But you're so smart, and I admire your forward thinking. You have a plan, you know exactly what you want to do, and you're working towards that. And the fact that you can do that at this age, where we are now, is unbelievable. I am shocked. But you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to get this scholarship, and then I'm going to go to this school, and then I'm going to do this for a couple years, and I'm like, what? How do you already know? You are a genius. And I feel that when you go into the service, it scares me a lot. But I feel like, knowing you personally, you will have the diligence and the perseverance and the ambition to just go up the ranks and up the ranks and up the ranks. And I feel like you're going to be a great soldier. I really do. I mean, I'm scared shitless, but you're going to do really good things in the military once you leave. And I hope to God, PTSD or getting deaf or like getting limbs blown off, any of that, I really hope that's not going to happen to you. But even if it does, God forbid, if any of that happens, I'm still here. And that's one of the scary things when I think about, oh yeah, and you're dying. But that's, at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? I can't do anything about it, I guess. But I'll still be here. Sorry, I'm thinking about death now. It just makes me so sad. And then when you go into the police force, and I think you have what it takes to be a great cop. Why? It's pretty simple. You have enough empathy to understand people and want to take care of people and protect people and not be a corrupt asshole. At the same time, though, you have enough logic and understanding to know this is right. I feel terrible. Like, I understand their situation, but I need to do this. And you have the logic to look at someone and be like, you're breaking the law, and you can't get away with it. If I was there and I saw, like, some person shoplifting, I'd be like, I know it's my job to arrest you, but there has to be a reason why. There has to be something wrong with you that needs help and not jail time. And I would just have the hardest time arresting someone, but you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. And I know that you'll do what's right in a career, which a lot of people don't know how to do that. But You got it in spades, hun. And I know right now, I really hope right now we're dating on the 4th, because this will be really awkward. Right now, when I'm making this video on the 22nd, we are dating. And you are so sweet. And I don't want to talk a lot about this, because in 20 years, in a couple months or something, if you ever want to look back on this, I don't want to be like, oh, this is the awkward part where she talks about us dating and stuff. I want you to be able to look back on this when you're reminiscing your childhood and be like, yeah, I remember that chick. I remember that. And I don't want you to be like, oh, this is where she talks about us dating for an hour. That's awkward. We're not dating anymore. I'm married. Like, what? I mean, I hope. I can't imagine a more perfect person to end up with. But you're gonna be a phenomenal husband to whoever, if you choose to. You're gonna be a phenomenal dad. I think about the dad you're gonna be, and it just makes me so happy that some kid, sometime in the future, is gonna get you as a dad, because wow, that is one lucky kid. And this isn't like my weird like maternity hormones, like I want to have your babies. Like honestly, even if it's not my kid, that gets. I think you know what I'm trying to say. I'm being so awkward. I'm sorry, but you're the sweetest. At least to me, you're so sweet and genuine, and I can't. It gives me butterflies just thinking about how good you are to me. I don't really feel, I'm trying to be loud so you can hear me, but I think we both know that I struggle in my home life and feeling and getting the affection and love I need from my parents and my family, because a lot of times it doesn't feel like they love me. I mean, I know they do, but a lot of times it just really doesn't feel like it. But it never feels like you don't love me. Even when we're not dating and we're just friends and we're hanging out on the couch playing Xbox, like, I can feel that you love me and you care about me, and it means so much to me. But anywho, you're 17. You have your whole life in front of you, and I have one more gift. I really want to sing this for you in person. I hope I get the chance to, but I don't know if my stage fright will get to me. Anywho, first shot, let's go. Bum bum ba dum ba ba dum bum. It was about 5 years ago I bumped into you, waiting in the dark for a morning bus. Felt like it was 32. I had braces, your hair was long. I was shy, you were strong. That still hasn't changed. I could see your breath when you said, what you doing here? I replied, just moving, haven't been here all year. We didn't talk much that day. Who would have known it would change to this? Happy birthday, my dearest friend. January has come to end. Now I'm writing this song to convey the joy I have found, knowing you'll always be around. So happy birthday. Bum bum ba dum ba ba dum bum. Like I said, 5 years have passed and we're still here. God knows we've been through much, happiness and tears. I'm still kind of frivolous, you I can always trust. That'll never change. You're warm, intelligent, give me a smile every day. Your soul is beautiful in every which way. And you may not agree, but I still thank my stars for you. each night. Happy birthday, my dearest friend. January has come to end. Now I'm writing this song to convey the joy I have found, knowing you'll always be around. So happy birthday. 17 years is long, so my song will be short. I'm so glad you were born today. In 1998, sure as hell was great, so happy birthday. Happy birthday, my dearest friend. January has come to end. Now I'm writing this song to convey the joy I have found, knowing you'll always be around. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I love you so much. Oh, look. Almost got under 20 minutes. Bye, kid.